Hi guys, do you have your ACT test in 2 weeks, in 2 days, maybe in 24 hours? Well, this video is made specifically for you. Most people believe that in order to get a perfect score on your ACT math section, you need to be a math genius. In reality, beating the ACT simply requires you to know the hidden rules and tricks. What's even more amazing is that these tricks can be mastered within less than 24 hours if started efficiently. In the next 15 minutes, I will take 10 random math problems from the official ACT website, and I'm going to demonstrate how using some of the tricks can help you solve these problems easily while improving your ACT score by 2 to 4 points. Everybody procrastinates, it's absolutely normal. That's why we prepared a special last-minute cram course that will prepare you to ace your ACT test within a super short period of time. You can access our last-minute cram course by clicking the link in the video description below. Also, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and like our video. So let's do this. Alright, so the first problem is going to be from the official practice test set 1, problem 1. A car averages 27 miles per gallon. If gas costs $4.04 per gallon, which of the following is closest to how much the gas would cost for this car to travel 2,727 typical miles? So we do have a kind of a ratio here. So we have 27 miles per gallon, and that would cost $4.04, right? $4.04. Now 27, and this is x, right? So this is pretty much the ratio that needs to be constructed. Now, how to solve this specific ratio? Well, and do you even have to begin with the ratio? The best, absolutely best methodology for this specific problem is to realize that 27 is somehow related to the 27. So the best way is to do 27 divided by 27 and multiply by 4.04. Now 27 divided by 27 is going to be 101 and 1. And then it's 101 multiplied by 4.04. And you don't even have to use a calculator, because here you have 100 multiplied by 4.04, which is $404. And then you have 1 multiplied by 4.04, which is $4.04. And when you add that up, it's 408.04. Keep in mind that all of these problems must be solved within 30 to 60 seconds, and the tricks must be used. And the trick here is not just to try to create some kind of weird ratio equation and solve for x. The goal is to realize, think on your spot, 27, chances are one has to be divided by the other. You don't have to think, you just divide. Next, we're going to be looking at the official test, set 1, problem 4. What is the greatest common factor between 42, 126, and 210? All right. The trick here goes like this. Look at the options. Look at the options. Start with the highest one. So 42 is the highest. Does 42 go into 42, into 126, and 210? Surely it does. 42 is equal to 42 times 1. 126 is equal to 42 times 3. And 210 is equal to 42 times 5. They all go into 42 goes into all of these 3 numbers, so the answer is J. You don't have to solve it. The trick is just to start plugging in. Again, it took me what, 10 seconds, 15 seconds pretty much. I mean, I have to write things out to explain it to you, but if I was on the test, it would take me 10 to 15 seconds just to do it myself. All right, next, the official practice test, set 1, problem 12. Okay, so right away we see this chart. That's your brain probably goes there first, and then you start reading the question. Below three of the vertices, blah, blah, which of the following is the 4th vertex of the rectangle? And then there are a bunch of different ways how to try to do this. The first way is to try to identify the slope of this line right here, and then make it parallel, right? So find out the slope. So you have the 2 points, 2, 1, and -1, -1. You try to find the slope of that. Therefore, the parallel line here, right, has to have the same slope. It has to, and the line has to go through the points 6 and -5. Lots of weird stuff, right? Or another approach is just to take that line and then similarly do the equation of the second parallel line through the point -1, -1. Okay, the best approach here is actually like an elementary school. All right, so here when we go from 2, 1 down to -1, -1, what are we doing? We are going 3 points down and we're going 4 points. Sorry, we're going 3 points to the left, so -3, and we are going 2 points down, right? -2. So that's what we're doing. So how about you do the same thing for 6 comma -5, right? If you're going 3 points down and 2 points, 3 points to the 3 points to the left and 2 points down, you're gonna convert that 6 -5. It's gonna pretty much transform into 3 comma -7 f, right? So no lines necessary, no equations, nothing. Again, I had to explain this to you, but it is really simple if you just use the elementary kind of school approach. All right, next, the official practice test set 2 problem 2. If xy equals 144, x plus y is equal to 30, and x is greater than y, okay, what is the value of x minus y? All right, so what most people start doing, what most of my students start doing, is they start doing the system of linear equations. Well, in this case, just system of equations. So x plus y is equal to 30, xy is equal to 144. And then what do you do? Then you go and say, okay, x is equal to 30 minus y, and then you plug in that into the second equation. So it's 30 minus y times y is equal to 144. And then you expand the second equation and try to use the quadratic formula to solve for y. And then you plug it back into the x and solve for x. And then apparently this x greater than y thing will actually matter, because you have to reject one of those answers, and then you do x minus y. This is a pain in the butt. It will take you forever, this approach. What are the tricks here? The tricks are, first of all, to know that x plus y squared is equal to x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. And x minus y squared is equal to x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. Why do you even have to use those tricks here? Well, because you're given xy and you're given x plus y and x minus y in one sentence. Literally in one sentence. So that's why you know that you have to use these guys. Now, if we know that, we know that x plus y is equal to 30. So, therefore, x plus y squared is going to be equal to 900. All right, now you know that xy is equal to 144. Notice how if I subtract here 4xy, I will get from x plus y squared to x minus y squared. So I need to find 4xy. So here 4xy equals 576. And you can use a calculator for that. You can do the long multiplication, doesn't matter. When you subtract, you're going to get 324. And that is supposed to be x minus y squared. And then you take the square root. X minus y equals 18. That's it. So realization of that, like this whole piece looks a little bit more, it looks a little bit complicated. You'd say, well, the system of equations looks as complicated. Absolutely not. Just try to do the system of equations. How much time did my version take? 30 to 60 seconds. How much will your version take? Will probably take forever. And the answer here is 18, right? H. Next. The official practice does set 3 problem 12. So, if n is equal to 8, and 16 times 2 to the m is equal to this, 4 to the n minus 8, what is m? So there are some ways how to do this problem, right? So, knowing the exponent table, you would know that 2 to the first power is equal to 2 to the second power is equal to 4, and then 2 to the fourth power is equal to 16, right? So you would do 2 to the 4 times, some people would do 2 to the 4 times 2 to the m is equal to 2 squared times n minus 8, and then it's going to be 2 to the m plus 4 is equal to 2 to the 2n minus 16, and then you equate them and then you plug it in. That's one way. That's one way. The best way is just to plug it in. Just plug in the n equal 8 immediately, right away. So you have 16 times 2 to the m is equal to 4, 8 minus 8. Notice how conveniently this guy just turns it into 0. So 16 times 2 to the m is equal to 4 to the 0, which is just 1. Therefore, 2 to the m is equal to 1 over 16. And then you convert that 16 into 2 to the negative 4, right? Because it's 1 over 2 to the 4, which is the 2 to the negative 4. So 2 to the m is equal to 2 to the negative 4, and m is equal to negative 4, right? So the trick is to, not always, but a lot of times, you would get the problem much, much faster and actually accurate. You actually get the accurate answer, correct answer, if you plug in whatever is given to you immediately without waiting. The official practice test set 4 problem 2. Which of the following is an equation of the circle? My favorite kind of problems. With the center 0, 0 and passes through 3, 4. The trick here is look at the answers. Is this a circle equation? No, because the circle equation is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. Right? So that's the official circle equation. You just have to know it. F is out, G is out, H is out. So it's either I or J. Chances are it's J. Why? Well, because 5 is r squared. And ACT is known for giving you very simple integer numbers and answers and conditions and everything. But you can double check. Since it passes through 3 and 4, you can say 3 squared plus 4 squared. That's equal to 9 plus 16, and that indeed is equal to 25. But technically you won't even have to. Like, if you run out of time, just go for J right away, because 25 is r squared, while 5 is not r squared, right? So again, it took me very, very fast. Like, took me no time. Okay, so the official practice test set 5. Problem number 1. Miss Hernandez began her math class by saying, I'm thinking, so this whole thingy here, so I'm thinking 5 numbers such that the mean is equal to the median. If all of these numbers are 14, 8, 16, and 14, you have to write out all these numbers in chronological order, in ascending order. 8, 14, 14, 16. You quickly have to realize what median represents. Median represents the stuff in the middle. So it's clearly it must be obvious to you that the median must be equal to 14. Here's why. Let's assume, let me change the color. Let's assume that the number is somewhere here. Like, we don't know what the fifth number is. So let's assume the fifth number is here. The median is still going to be 14. If the number is here, it's still going to be 14, right? So no matter where you put this number, the median is always going to be 14. Why the median is always going to be 14 in this problem? The reason why is because you have 2 consecutive 14s, which is pretty much in the middle. So you have the first number, second number, third number, fourth number. And the fifth number can be somewhere, but the 14 must be in the middle. And that's the trick. So you must be very comfortable. You must deeply understand what the median number really represents. It's right in the middle. And here the middle is 14. Once you know this, everything is simple. Why? Because you are given the fact that the mean is equal to the median. So the mean is equal to 14 as well. So now let's call the fifth number x. So you have 8 plus 14 plus 14 plus 16 plus x all over 5 is equal to 14, and you have to solve for x. So 8, and I would just like start adding right on the spot. So this is 30, this is 22, so 52. So 52 plus x is equal to 5 times 14, which is 70. So x is equal to 18, and my answer is E. Right? So you must be comfortable with the notion of mean and median and just kind of understand what it really means. But once you know that median is just the number in the middle, and 14 is repeated here twice, chances are it is the median. It's like everything in this problem tells you that the median is the 14, therefore the mean is 14, and then you have to do the hard math, unfortunately, to be able to solve it. All right, the next practice test, the official practice test, set 5, problem number 8. Okay, yet again, one of my favorite ones. I can only tell you what kids do for this kind of problem. So you have, g of x, we have h of x, we need to find g of h of 2. So what people do, they do the high school material stuff. They say, okay, cool, so what is my g of h of x first? So what they do is, okay, so it's g, so my g is equal to 2x plus 3, and then my h is equal to x cubed plus 3. Okay, so pretty much I have to use this for each x. So my g is equal to 2 times x cubed plus x plus 3, and that's my g of h of x, right? G of h. And then I have to find g of h of 2, so I have to plug in 2 in this equation. Pain in the butt again. What you have to realize is this: you have to do not look at this problem from the Gestalt perspective, from the wholesome perspective. Split this into steps. So you have g of h of 2, right? So how about you look for the h of 2 first? What is h of 2? H of 2 is very simple. H of 2 is equal to 2 cubed plus 2. I'm just, plug it in here. So it's equal to 8 plus 2, which is 10. And then I have to find g of 10. That's it. So it's 23, because 2 times 10 plus 3, 23. J. Again, took me 10 seconds. It's not, ACT is not testing you for your, you have to have basic understanding of algebra and basic understanding of math. But it's not testing you for the high school, methodology for solving these problems. You just have to solve each problem within 30 to 60 seconds. I'm guaranteeing you, if you are using the traditional high school approach, it's just not going to get you a full score. It's just impossible. You're going to run out of time. You have to, the test is designed for you to use the shortcuts. And these are the shortcuts and the tricks and the tips and the strategies that we are discovering and that we are discussing in more detail in the last minute cram course. All right, so here we are dealing with the official test set 5 problem 11. All right, so problem 11 goes like this. There's a cube. Each edge of the cube is 1/2, and what is the diagonal pretty much that rises in the corner of the cube? So this diagonal right here. The trick here is just to know what this diagonal is. So in a cube, whatever the edge is, let's assume the edge is equal to x. This diagonal right here is going to be equal to root 2x. That's a trick. You have to know this. This diagonal right here, well, let me just do a different diagonal, right? That one, right? This diagonal is here is equal to root 3x. You just have to know this. So my answer goes right away. Root 3 multiplied by half, so that's root 3 over 2, so the answer is E. Right? If you're on the test and you do not know this specific thing that ACT is asking pretty often, obviously it will take you forever to do this problem. But if you just know some magic ratios, some magic formulas, some magic terms, just specifically for the ACT, then you would ace it and do it very fast. And it seems like that's the last problem. So this is the problem from the official practice test set 5, problem 12. So which of the following is equivalent to sine theta times cosecant of negative theta, wherever sine theta times cosecant of negative theta is defined. So when it comes down to trig, obviously you have to know what the trig, what the trig ratios are, etc. But the trick is to convert no matter what is given to you back into sine and cosine, whether it's tan or cotan or secant, cosecant, it doesn't matter. Convert everything into sine and cosine right away. So you have sine of theta and cosecant of negative theta is equal to 1 over sine of negative theta, right? So that's the first step. Now you need to know that sine of theta is equal to negative sine of theta. Again, some magical tricks regarding trig. You do not need to know all trig. You just need to know, the specific 5 to 10 trig identities, and that will get you far on the ACT, really far. So here we have sine theta over negative sine theta, which is -1, because this gets cancelled, f, right? Again, very simple. Looks very complicated. Took me, 10-15 seconds just to explain this to you. So thank you very much for watching. Again, I just demonstrated how using tricks can help you solve ACT problems easily while improving your ACT score by 2 to 4 points. Again, everybody procrastinates. It's absolutely normal. That's why we prepared a special last-minute cram course that will prepare you for your ACT test within a super short period of time. You can access our last-minute cram course by clicking the link in the video description below. Also, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and like our video. Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.